Hello, got a good show for you this time on City Desk. A little later on, we'll be talking about abused children and where they can find help. But first, Country Fuzz. Country, because that's the kind of music they play, and fuzz, because some of these people are cops and you're under arrest. Jim Horton, Scott Buckley, Dave Martin, and Mike Cosby are here to play for us. They are, as we say, from Arvada, and they have written a song about that. And without further ado, Country Fuzz. Hit it.
At the foot of the Rocky Mountains, this story John Brown told about a place now called Arvada, where Ralston found his gold. In 1858, he returned to be back to the place where once there stood that old hackberry tree. Heartland of Arapahoe, as it was known to be, named for Hiram Haskin back in 1870. Ralston and Wadsworth will remember you for the courage you took to make your dreams come true. There's a city we know, Arvada, Colorado. There's a city we know, Arvada, Colorado. Now the beauty of Arvada is the people living here. Smiling face, a helping hand, shows how much they care. The Spirit is around you, catch it and you'll learn how they give their time so freely, asking nothing in return. Heartland of Arapahoe, as it was known to be, a name for Hiram Haskin back in 1870. Ralston and Wadsworth will remember you for the courage you took to make your dreams come true. For the courage you took to make your dreams come true. There's a city we know, Arvada, Colorado. There's a city we know, Arvada, Colorado, Colorado.
That's very nice. Jim Horton on this end. I'll start with you since you're the closest. Introduce your band, if you would.
Okay, my name, like I say, is Jim Horton. I play lead and rhythm guitar. To my left here is the drummer, Mike Cosby. Very good addition to our band. Scott Buckley is the lead singer, guitar player, plays lead and rhythm. Dave Martin on the end, plays bass guitar and also vocal.
All right, we said some of you people carry a badge. Which ones would that be?
The three of us stand up front here.
And how do you get time off to play, having those duties to handle?
Well, most of us have been on the department for quite a few years, and we have a lot of seniority, so we can kind of pick our shift time. And most of our jobs that we do play are on weekends and at night, so it leaves us open to do that.
How long do you have to wear a blue suit before they'll let you away when you want to?
Oh, about 8 years or so.
At least that?
At least that.
Who are the songwriters here?
Well, I guess it'd be Scott and I. Scott writes most of our songs, but on this particular song that we just did, we kind of got the idea after we were given an Image Award by the Chamber of Commerce in Arvada, because we do a lot of benefit things for the city. And we thought it'd be nice just to have a song that dealt with our city, where we're from. And so Scott and I put our heads together and come up with a song, and we think it's pretty nice.
Think you can get that adopted as the Arvada National Anthem or something on that order?
Well, we're hoping. we think it's good enough to represent Arvada, and we hope some of the people out there do too.
Got a city councilman on your side or something like that?
Well, they might be.
Mike, you are not a police officer. What do you do when you're not playing drums?
Well, I'm on a work release program, and I'm just out for weekends. That's the time I get a chance to play.
Be serious now.
Not really, but basically, I'm a sales representative with Alcoves Carpeting.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, at this point, I have a lot of weekend free time so I can play with the band.
How did you fall in with these characters?
Well, believe it or not, I've played professionally for quite a few years, and I wanted strictly a weekend-type position, and 8 years ago, my wife, through the bank where she works, was able to get a contact with one of the wives of the officers. And in turn, we got an appointment for an interview, and I sat down with the guys and tried out, and it worked out great.
All right. Country Fuzz, let's hear another song here. Take it away.
Crystal clear like a Rocky Mountain spring, crystal clear like a robin when it sings. If I had a wish for everyone, I'd wish that all could see. Crystal clear like your love shines bright for me. Learning how to love, that's not an easy thing to do. Time and patience is the key, understanding the passageway to a love that can be a lasting one, so beautiful to see. It can grow and ever blossom, now till eternity. Crystal clear like stars that shine at night, crystal clear like knowing wrong from right. If I had a wish for everyone, I'd wish that all could see. Crystal clear like love shines bright for me. Smoothing down rough edges like a diamond made to shine. That's a part of every love that has stood the test of time. The years we've spent together at times has brought a tear. Good or bad, we'll stay together, for our love shines crystal clear. Crystal clear like a newborn baby's cry, crystal clear like our right to question why. If I had a wish for everyone, I'd wish that all could see. Crystal clear like love shines bright for me. If I had a wish for everyone, I'd wish that all could see. Crystal clear like love shines bright for me.
That's nice and easy. Is that your general vein, or do you get a little raunchy now and then, too?
We can do a little bit of everything. We try to, anyway.
You guys have visions of ever going off to Nashville now or whatever and making this big time, or is Arvada it?
Well, somebody have to make big promise. Somebody we trusted. Otherwise, we like to be police officers.
You'll stick around and pay the bills.
That's right, yeah.
Scott, is that one of yours?
Yes, that's one of the songs I wrote.
Mm-hmm. How many have you written?
I've got, I think about 4, not counting Arvada, I wrote with Dave that I think we do with the group.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever sent one off to Willie Nelson or whatever and said, record this and make me famous?
Haven't done that, but we did a record, and we've got Crystal Clear on it, and we've got another one called Old Dan. That's kind of I guess a country ballad that's on the record.
Mm-hmm. Are those for sale around here? Can people find your records or get a hold of you for bar mitzvahs, weddings, whatever?
Well, we're available for about anything. And we do sell them. We sell them when we play, and I've got a post office box, 1872 in Arvada, that if anybody wanted one, they could send some information to that post office box, and we'd give them a record.
We'll get in the plug, phone number, place to write, that kind of thing.
Well, usually if nobody knows where to get a hold of us, they can call the Arvada Police Department and get a hold of us there. Everybody around there knows us, so we get a message one way or the other. They
like that, okay, being your booking agents?
They don't mind that. We don't take too much time out of the work to do this while we're there, but one of us will usually get a message, and they don't seem to mind that at all.
Mm-hmm. Denver has a band that's sort of similar, Squad 4. Did you get the idea from them, or do you ever get together with them, do the same kinds of things with community deals, getting together with kids, that sort of thing?
I don't think we necessarily got the idea from Squad 4 to get together. We just happened, I think as Jim said, on a lark, and we started playing together, and one thing led to another, and we eventually started playing for Elks clubs, wedding receptions, and we've never actually got with Squad 4. They've got a very good group, though, and we've heard them from time to time.
Dave, have you guys always played since high school or since you were kids, or is this a relatively late kind of thing?
Well, actually, Jim and Scott and Mike have been musicians for many years. 8 years ago, I picked up this guitar, so I'm still learning myself. I really got into the group because of my ability to harmonize with Scott.
Mm-hmm. How does this fit in with police work, I'm wondering? Is this a release for you guys? That's a real stressful kind of thing. This is stress of a different sort, I would guess.
I think that's how we originally got into it. That's the reason, is it was something completely different than police work. And it was giving us a different place to go, to meet different people, and to do something different within that crowd. And we found out that we really enjoyed that, and we just kind of branched out.
Mm-hmm. Take your mind off the job?
Definitely. Sure does.
Ever had places or a place you couldn't get to because of police work?
No. We'll get there one way or the other.
One way or the other. All right, guys, thanks very much. Thanks for being on with us. Stick around. These people are going to take us out. Country Fuzz, one more time.
Dusty and dirty, worn by the wind and the rain. His light blue eyes were as clear as night. He was back in town again. The children loved to see him and hear the stories he would tell about nights of old and round tables and little men from a wishing well. Now the old folks knew him as a young man, fresh from learned ways. He had come to this town called Cripple Creek, and there he planned to stay. He grew to love the Rockies, and for weeks they'd find him gone. Pikes Peak to the Fremont Valley, he learned the mountain song. Tell a story, won't you, old Dan, with your words paint a picture or two. Tell us the one about the flying horse and what Tom and Huck used to do. Tell us a story, won't you, old Dan, you could hear the children say, and they'd sit and listen to that old man tell of a finer day. As the years went by, he would spend more time in the mountains he loved so. Ah, the whole town knew there would come a day when he would have to go. Well, the day soon came when Dan was gone to a place no one would know. But every day to the day he was back in town with a story to be told. On the 71st year of that old man's life, they waited from dusk to dawn. But when the mountains roared and the sky cried tears, they knew old Dan was gone. Now there's a story in those mountains, told by the wind and the rain, and they say if you listen close enough, you can hear old Dan again. Tell a story, won't you, old Dan, and with your words paint a picture or two. Tell us the one about the flying horse and what Tom and Huck used to do. Tell us a story, won't you, old Dan, and you could hear the children say, and they'd sit and listen to that old man tell of a finer day. And if you listen close, you can hear old Dan tell of a finer day.